Hello, and welcome back. Tonight, we embark on a journey to the largest and most mysterious territory you will ever explore. It is a world that is closer to you than your own breath, yet it is, for most of us, an undiscovered country. This world is your own unconscious mind. As we prepare to explore these profound depths together, please take a moment to like and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy these videos and find value in these explorations. And do share in the comments, where does this idea resonate with you in your own life? It's incredibly insightful to hear the perspectives from all walks of life. We live our lives on a small, well-lit island of awareness. We are familiar with our conscious thoughts, our plans for tomorrow, our memories of yesterday, the voice of our inner monologue. But this island is just the tip of a vast, submerged continent. Psychologists have often compared it to an iceberg. The small part we see above the water is our conscious mind. But beneath the surface, silent and vast, lies the immense mass of the unconscious. And it is this hidden part that truly guides our course. This exploration is not one of analysis or diagnosis. It is one of gentle acquaintance, of befriending. So I invite you now to feel safe, to feel curious, as you let the busy chatter of the conscious mind begin to soften. Let your body relax, and allow your awareness to sink down into the calm, quiet, and profound depths within you. Let us first acknowledge the world we know so well, your conscious mind. Imagine it as a single, well-lit room in a vast and ancient mansion. This room is your command center. It is where you make your to-do lists, where you solve logical problems, where you consciously decide what to say in a conversation. It is the seat of your focused will. This room is incredibly important. It allows you to navigate your day, to learn new skills, to set goals and achieve them. In this room, you feel you are the master. You feel you are in control. You identify with the voice in this room as I. I think, therefore I am. But every now and then, you might notice something strange. A faint sound from another part of the mansion. A draft coming from under the door. A scent you can't quite place, drifting down a long, dark hallway. You might be working diligently at your desk, and suddenly a profound feeling of sadness washes over you, with no apparent cause. Or you find yourself inexplicably drawn to a certain person, or repelled by another, without any logical reason. You might find yourself repeating the same patterns in your life, choosing the same kind of partner, making the same self-sabotaging mistake, as if you are following a script that you did not consciously write. These are the whispers from the rest of the mansion. These are the gentle reminders that the well-lit room of your conscious mind is not the whole house, not even close. You are living in just one room of a vast and mysterious inner home. The unconscious does not speak our language of logic and words. It has its own more ancient and symbolic ways of communicating. We get glimpses of it, bubbles of truth rising from the deep ocean. One of its most vivid languages is the dream. Think of the last dream you can recall. Its strange narrative, its surreal imagery. Perhaps you were in your childhood home, but it was also a spaceship. Perhaps you were talking to a loved one, but they had the face of a stranger. This is not nonsense. This is the unconscious communicating in its native tongue, the language of metaphor, symbol, and emotion. It is weaving together memories, fears, hopes, and desires into a rich tapestry of feeling. Sleep, then, is a nightly pilgrimage to this inner world, a chance to listen to its symbolic stories. We also get glimpses in our waking life, a slip of the tongue, what some have called a Freudian slip, that moment when you mean to say one thing, but another more revealing word slips out. It can be embarrassing, but it is often just the unconscious momentarily nudging a hidden truth past the censor of your conscious mind. Consider your intuition, that powerful gut feeling, that sense of just knowing something is right or wrong without a step-by-step logical proof. What is that? Perhaps it is your unconscious mind with its access to a vast archive of all your past experiences, recognizing a pattern far too complex for your conscious mind to process. It runs a million calculations in the dark and delivers the simple final answer to the well-lit room: trust this person or be careful here. And then there are the patterns, the compulsions, the ways we behave that seem to be beyond our own control. These are often the scripts written deep in our unconscious during our earliest years, based on our first experiences of love and safety and fear. The unconscious, in its desire to protect us, has us repeat what is familiar, even if it is no longer helpful. To understand this is not to judge ourselves, but to have immense compassion for the part of us that is just trying to keep us safe based on an old map. What is this vast inner space? It is not a monster in the basement, it is the very foundation of our being. First, it is a vast reservoir of memory. Imagine a library where every book is a single second of your life. Every sight, every sound, every smell, every touch you have ever experienced is stored here on these endless shelves. Even the things you have long since consciously forgotten. Your unconscious remembers the feeling of the sun on your skin when you were 5. It remembers the song that was playing in the background during a moment of heartbreak. It is the faithful archivist of your entire existence. It is also the seat of your deepest emotions. While your conscious mind might decide it's not a good time to be sad, your unconscious, connected to the deep library of your past, might bring forth that feeling anyway, because a particular smell or a quality of light reminded it of a past loss. Our emotions have a deep logic of their own, and that logic is written in the language of the unconscious. And most beautifully, it is the wellspring of creativity. Where do new ideas come from? A brilliant melody, a solution to a problem that appears out of nowhere, a line of poetry that feels channeled from another world. These often come from the unconscious. It is a space that is not bound by linear logic. It can connect two seemingly unrelated ideas and create something entirely new. It is the source of our inspiration, the muse that whispers to us when our conscious mind is quiet enough to listen. This inner world is not a place of chaos to be feared. It is a place of deep memory, profound emotion, and boundless creativity. It is the source of so much of our wisdom. The goal then is not to conquer the unconscious. You cannot command the ocean. The goal is to befriend it, to build a bridge between the small, well-lit room and the rest of the magnificent mansion. How do we do this? We do it by becoming a better listener. One of the most powerful ways to listen is to pay attention to your dreams. When you wake, before the logic of the day rushes in, take just a moment to hold on to the feelings and images of your dream. Perhaps you can keep a journal by your bed and write down a few fragments. You do not need to analyze them. The simple act of writing them down sends a message to your unconscious. I am listening. What you have to say is important to me. Another way is to honor your intuition. When you get that strong gut feeling, simply acknowledge it. You don't always have to act on it, but you can say to yourself, interesting, A part of me feels very strongly about this. This practice builds a bridge of trust to your inner wisdom. And finally, through quiet mindfulness, by sitting in silence and simply noticing what arises without judgment, a stray thought, a fleeting memory, a physical sensation, you create a safe space for the unconscious to communicate. You are opening the door of the well-lit room and just listening to the sounds of the whole house. This is a relationship built over a lifetime. It is a practice of profound self-compassion. It is learning to trust that even the parts of you that you don't understand are still working for your ultimate good. As you drift now into the world of sleep, know that you are not shutting down. You are going home. You are embarking on your nightly pilgrimage into this vast, wise, and creative part of your own being. Let yourself sink into that deep ocean of self with a sense of trust and wonder. There is a profound intelligence within you, and in sleep, you allow it to restore you, to guide you, and to make you whole.